we had discussed the impressions part 1. So what is basically impression? Impression is a negative likeness of teeth and surrounding tissues. So for impressions, we put some semi solid type of material in patient's mouth and then allow this material to set in patient's mouth, then we will remove the material. Okay, so there are a lot of materials which we are using for taking the impressions. So previously we had discussed some materials, so we will continue our lecture from condensation silicon. So basically condensation silicon is a type of rubber based impression materials. These are also called rubber based silicon materials. So there are four types of rubber based silicon materials. Number 1, polysulfide. Number 2, condensation silicon. Number 3, additional silicon. Number 4, polyether. So in previous lecture we had discussed the polysulfide material. So there are a lot of problems with the polysulfide material, like polysulfide material takes 10 minutes to set in patient's mouth. The smell of the polysulfide material is not good, and the material can cause permanent staining of the clothes. So there are a lot of problems which encountered in the polysulfide material. So then comes the condensation silicon after the polysulfide material, and the problems which were present in the polysulfide materials somewhat makes better in the condensation silicon. So in condensation silicons are so named because of the nature of the polymerization reaction. So they also could be called organotin silicons. So the condensation reaction occurs by elimination of ethyl or methyl alcohol. The evaporation of this alcohol is believed to be responsible for shrinkage of material and resultant poor dimensional stability. So one point is, like in polysulfide there is also some polymerization shrinkage occurs. So the impression which we will take from the polysulfide is also not dimensionally stable. And again, this is the second type, which is condensation silicon. Due to the evaporation of ethyl or methyl alcohol, so the impression becomes shrinkage occurs, and so it having poor dimensional stability. So impression made in silicon should be poured soon after removal from the mouth. So what is the mixing technique? Like 2 inches of base are mixed with the 2 drops of accelerator to provide the material used in the syringe. So condensation silicone impression materials utilize a heavy body putty relined with a thin wash. So the putty has a silica filler content of 75%, which is more than double that in the wash. So as a result, there is much lower dimensional change in the bulk of the impression. So basically, these rubber based silicone impression materials are available in different consistencies, like heavy body, regular body, or medium body, and a light body material. So the preliminary impression is made with the highly filled heavy body putty in a stock tray with a thin plastic spacer. After removing the sheet of spacing material, this will serve as a custom tray for a thin wash of a less highly filled, low viscosity silicone. So delayed pouring up to 6 hours produce very slightly undersized dyes. So basically, when we are using this material, we will use a special technique which is called putty wash technique. So we will complete the impression in 2 steps. In first step, we will use heavy body putty material. So first of all, we mix the heavy body putty material, we load on the tray, and then on this tray we put a spacer. You see in the first picture, as you see in the first picture, this one. First of all, tray adhesive is applied on the custom tray. Okay. Then in the second picture, in this picture, we will mix the heavy body putty material. And then in the third picture, we load that material, heavy body putty material on the tray. Okay. So now, after loading the tray with the material, now you see in this picture, after loading the tray on the material, then we will put this spacer. These are the thin plastic spacer we will put on the surface of the tray, of the loaded tray. So the spacer, so what is the benefit for this spacer? So when we remove the tray with the spacer from the patient's mouth, then we peel this spacer off. So you see in this picture, so we remove the spacer, and then this spacer provide the space for the other material, which is the light body material. Okay. So by this we will complete the impression in two steps. Okay. So again, I am repeating it again. So this is called putty reline technique. Okay. So for this, first step is to apply the tray adhesive, and then we mix the heavy body putty material. We load the tray with the heavy body putty material, and then we put a spacer over the material, and then we insert this tray, loaded tray with spacer in patient's mouth. So when it sets, we remove from the patient mouth, then we peel off this spacer. So the benefit of use this spacer, the objective of use of this spacer is to provide a space for another material. So after peeling the spacer, we have a space for other material, which is the light body material. So we put a light body material, and then again we take impression in patient's mouth. So by this method we completed the impression in two steps, and this technique is called putty reline technique. So this is the third type, which is called polyvinyl siloxane. It is also called additional silicone. So the dimensional stability of this group of impression material is much better than that of condensation silicone. So the first material which we had discussed in previous lecture is polysulfide. Second material is condensation silicone. So both those materials having a shrinkage problem. So the both those materials are not dimensionally stable. Okay, but this is the third material, which is polyvinyl siloxane. So this material is dimensionally stable. Okay, so PVS stands for polyvinyl silicon. Siloxane silicon is commonly called as additional silicon. It is also called additional silicon. So because of its setting reaction, sometimes vinyl polysiloxane or even vinyl silicon. So no formation of byproducts. So as we discussed, like the first material of this category, of this group, rubber based silicone impression material polysulfide, the byproduct is water. So due to evaporation of the water, the impression becomes shrink. Okay, so it's not dimensionally stable. The second material which we had discussed, condensation silicone, the byproduct is ethyl alcohol or methyl alcohol. After evaporation of ethyl or methyl alcohol, impression becomes shrink. Okay, so the impression again not dimensionally stable. But this is the third type of rubber based silicone impression material, which is polyvinyl siloxane, also called additional silicone. So in this impression there is no byproduct, no byproduct is formed. So that is why it is dimensionally more stable than previous types. So polyvinyl siloxane is the impression material least affected by pouring delays or by second pours, and it is still accurate, and even when poured first week after removal from the mouth. So it is very dimensionally stable material, and we are using this material in our clinical practice. So early formulations of this material released hydrogen gas from the impression surface, resulting in voids and in the surface of the setting of the stone cast. So if impression was not poured within 15 minutes, then the best results were obtained by waiting 24 hours before pouring. So this problem is present in previous formulations, but nowadays improved formulations are available. Nowadays there is no problem related to the pouring. So the modification of formula by addition of palladium to absorb hydrogen gas to minimize. So this problem, pouring should now be delayed for a short time, like 15 to 30 minutes rather than a day. So the new formulations, palladium is added to absorb the hydrogen gas. So polyvinyl siloxane is a hydrophobic. So surfactant can be incorporated into the material to make it less hydrophobic and easier to pour. So hydrophilic polyvinyl siloxane material with intrinsic surfactant is also available now. So this material is available in two cartridges, okay, two attached cartridges. As you see in this first picture, this material is available in the two attached cartridges, okay, and the is small, medium, and large, available in different sizes according to the material content, like 25 ml, 50 ml, and 75 ml. So we attach these joint cartridges in front of this gun. This is called uh, dispensing mixing gun, okay, delivery gun. So we attach this cartridge in front of this gun, and then in front of this, you see, we attach this cartridge in the gun, and then we attach a nozzle or a tip, okay, tip in front of these two cartridges. So when we press the gun, so the material present in the both cartridge dispensed in this mixing tip, okay. So in this mixing tip there are spirals which mix the material together, okay, and then we directly load our tray with the help of this mixing tip. So the putty and the light body wash consistencies, again, this is the rubber based material. So rubber based material is available in heavy body putty material, in regular body or medium body, and light body. So there are different consistencies available in this type of materials. So putty and light body wash consistencies have also made for this type of silicone. The light body syringe material is available in cartridges. So if putty is used, it should not be dispensed or mixed while wearing latex gloves, because setting of the material may be impeded. So this is the important point, that when we want to mix the putty material, we cannot use the latex gloves. Okay, otherwise there will be a delayed set in the material. Okay, so when we want to mix this material by our hand, so we will use the like uh, plastic gloves, okay, not the latex gloves. Polyvinyl gloves, we can use polyvinyl gloves, not the latex gloves. So the polymerization reaction probably results from sulfur derivatives in the latex. So this problem can be avoided by using the vinyl gloves or over gloves during the handling of the impression material. So, but care must be taken still to ensure that these gloves have never contacted latex, because residual elemental sulfur, because shown to remain them and is not removable. So, so this polyvinyl siloxane material we can also use with the mechanical mixer if we want to use in the large consistency. Okay, for example, when we are making the complete denture, we need more material, so we use this mechanical mixer. Okay, so it load the tray very easily. So now comes the polyether. This is the fourth type of rubber-based impression material. Okay, so this is the fourth type, and this is the only type which is hydrophilic. Okay, rest of three types are hydrophobic, but polyether is hydrophilic in nature. So polyether is another type of elastomeric impression material that has become popular in the last 25 years. So it is accurate with poured 1 week after removal from the mouth. So PVS material we are using to take impression for the fixed, okay, for crown bridge. But polyether material, we are using this material to taking the clinical impression for the edentulous patient. So the polyether has an affinity for water, making it hydrophilic. Impression should not be stored in humidor or moist environment. So the material is stiff and undercut must be blocked out. It is resistance to tearing upon removal and is roughly equal to that of silicone and less than that of polysulfide. It is brittle, allergic reaction because of aromatic sulfonate catalyst present in this material. So this material is stiff, so we can take the impression for the pinhole preparations. So after when we completed the impression, the next step is to disinfect the impression before sending it to the laboratory. This is very important step. When you pull out the impression, set impression from the patient's mouth, then you will apply the disinfectant solution on the surface of the impression material, and then wash it, and then you put it in the plastic bag, and then you deliver it to the dental laboratory. So there are different materials which are used for this purpose, like chlorine compounds, combination synthetic phenolic compounds, glutaraldehydes, iodophores, pheno alcohol combination. So these materials are used for disinfecting the impression material. So immersion of the polysulfide, condensation reaction, silicon, polyvinyl siloxane, polyether, and agar-agar hydrocolloid in American Dental Association accepted disinfecting solution that require immersion for no longer than 30 minutes. So an alternative technique, spraying, can be used for those material most vulnerable to distortion. For example, if the material is hydrophilic, we cannot we cannot immerse that impression into the water, otherwise it will absorb water, and impression is not dimensionally stable. So for those material we will only spray the chemical of disinfecting material on the impression surface, and then we wash it out. So now comes the digital impression. So this is the new thing. So for this, in digital impression, we did not need any material. Okay, we did not need any material. So how we completed the impression? We completed the impression with the optical scanners, with the digital cameras. Okay, we will insert the optical scanners, digital cameras directly into the patient's mouth, and by this process we will complete the impression. So So the first commercially available CAD/CAM system for fabricating dental restoration was also introduced in 1987, CEREC system. So with the digital impression, we are used in the CAD/CAM system. What is CAD/CAM? CAD/CAM is basically computer-aided design and computer-assisted machining. So this technology uses optical scanning, requires the entire area to be captured in the impression to be coated with the refractive powder. So basically what will happen, like, we will spray the refractive powder in the patient's mouth, then we will insert the optical scanner, and which completed the impression, and this impression is called digital impression. So E4D dentist system, or D4D technologies, was introduced in 2008. The system uses less laser scanning and requires no refractive powder, so like the CEREC system. So this is another system. The laser scanning does not require refractive powder in this system. This is iTerio system to facilitate the impression. So the cadence states that iTerio system is indicated for crowns, fixed partial dentures, inlays, onlays, veneers, and abutment level implant impressions. So now in this picture, in first picture, you see this is a LED attached with the system, and in the second picture, this is the optical scanner. So this optical scanner we will insert in patient's mouth directly, and we rotate this optical scanner all around on the occlusal surface of the teeth, in the buccal, lingual, okay, and so, and the adjacent teeth. So we will rotate and keep moving and rotating this scanner. So when we are rotating and moving this digital scanner, okay, optical scanner, so it will take impression like this, as you see in the monitor. Okay, so it will capture the impression. So this is called the digital impression. So more pictures. As you see in this picture, first picture, the optical scanner inserted in the mouth, the completed impression is appeared on the screen. Okay, so again, this is another picture. You see the finish line is also captured. So the scan is sent via internet to Cadent, where the finish line is identified. The dentist has an opportunity to review that identified finish line before the polyurethane articulated cast with removable dies are made. So the scan is then sent to the dentist's commercial dental laboratory, where restoration is fabricated on the articulated cast. according to the dentist work authorization. So again, you see the pictures of the digital impression or digital cast. Okay, now you see on that dies are made, and on these dies the crown is made. Okay, restoration is made. So the lava chairside oral scanners uh, uses light powder to facilitate scanning by an optical video system. So the scanning data from these two systems is used to create articulated cast and dies. So desired type of restoration is then completed by dental laboratory. So by this method, we will completed the impression, and this impression is called digital impression. So in this impression, we did not need any material. We only need the optical scanner and the system, and this system is used in the CAD/CAM technology. So thank you very much. You are welcome to ask any question.